Hi everyone, and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Emilia, and today I have another fragrance haul video. Today, as you will see, I'm pretty home moody. I have my diffuser in the background, and also feel free to chill while you're watching my videos. And I'm going to present you my newest fragrances, which I added just now to my collection. And if you're new to the channel, then welcome, and I really hope that you are going to be part of this perfume family, and you will be subscribing to my channel as well, following my videos that have been already posted or the ones that are coming. And if you're a returning visitor to my channel, then so glad to hear you. Ever thankful for supporting my channel with your likes, shares, and for the fact that you subscribed. And keep in mind that you can always share with me your thoughts, your fragrance preferences. Perhaps you can give me some ideas as well to see what other videos might be of your interest. And not only we share fragrance ideas here, as you could see from the other videos on my channel, I'm sharing also ideas, tips in regards to personal care, beauty, everything that has to do with us women. And hopefully my ideas, my videos help you in whatever you're looking for. Might be a better fragrance, or might be to explore different makeup products or personal care products. And if this is something of your interest, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. So if you remember, guys, previously I mentioned that I had added to my collection recently Versace Crystal Noir, the Eau de Parfum. And at this point I have decided to also go ahead and buy the Eau de Toilette and kind of like break for myself all this hype as well, the difference and confusion between the EDP and Eau de Parfum, as well EDT, which is Eau de Toilette. So therefore I have purchased now Versace Crystal Noir, the Eau de Toilette. I took the biggest size available here in Cyprus. I'm not sure if it's larger than 3 US fluid ounce size or not. That would be 90 ml. And I said I want to see the difference between the two. I know that even though people tend to believe, and me as well, initially before I started doing fragrances, I did not know that even the same perfume house might issue out the same named fragrance, just the difference is EDT and EDP. There might be more than that, meaning there might be differences in the notes, there might be differences in the silage, there might be differences in the vibes that you get from the fragrances, and not the last, but there might be completely different overall. So let's open it up. As usual, we have here the Versace brand's logo. I apologize for the noise here, but it comes. So just to give you an idea, this is how it is from inside. Okay. So this is the Eau de Toilette, the new one. It still has this big gemstone like the Eau de Parfum, but the bottle, as we can see, it's different. Let me remove the cap from the other one also. Quickly to show you the difference so that you can see. So one of them it's more tiny and this is more larger, even though of course it's double the size, but the bottle is also different. I'm going to do comparison video between the two once I manage to test both of them and have an opinion, have an idea about what is going on. But for now, let's test this one. Okay, so this doesn't open up as sharp, as spicy as the Eau de Parfum, but more with, I would say, this floral fruity note, so I can distinguish black currant. But besides that, there is black fig. Obviously, I don't know how it smells fig, I know how it tastes, and violet. And then it has middle notes, jasmine, tuberose, and frangipani. Frangipani is one of my favorite flowers as well. The smell of it, I love it. And then in the base, we have sandalwood, cashmere, vanilla, and heliotrope. So a lot of fruity notes here. And believe it or not, coconut is not listed. There's coconut here as note, and I do tend to believe that there's coconut here as well, and I'm not sure if perhaps it's due to the fig compared with the sandalwood and so on that might be giving it, but the way I see it now is that this opens up more softly and there is a coconut note, even though it's not listed on the different websites. So for now, this is what I can tell you, but I will come back with further reviews when I'm going to make a comparison video between the both, as well when I'm going to make a separate video for each fragrance on its own. Then I have here another fragrance to show and share with you, and this is nonetheless a blind buy. And if you check on YouTube videos related to this fragrance, you see that it's a quite polarizing fragrance. It's either you like it or you don't, and it's nonetheless then Aura by Mugler. This is the Eau de Toilette version, and there is an Eau de Parfum version as well, which I couldn't find in Cyprus yet. What attracted me is the beauty of the bottle itself and also the notes. So quickly to mention the notes, all the time there is the circle membership. Cyprus is no longer in it, but you know, if you're in one of those countries, you can put in a code and see what benefits you can get. So this is the inside packaging. This is how it comes, and let me show you the. Okay, so here is just for me. It's this with the code that I mentioned to you. Is the invitation to join the circle of Mugler. It's really, really nice and interesting. I always like the concept of Mugler of having the refillable bottles, which I find as a unique idea so far. Giorgio Armani, My Way, it's another perfume that came out in refillable version. So the packaging is absolutely nice with this green metallized, but what I really, really loved is this beauty here. I think the Eau de Parfum it's more dark green, but correct me if I'm wrong because I couldn't find it in Cyprus, so it's not much that I have about as info. It's really, really nice. So let me spray some rust. Okay, so it opens up with pear and citrusy, which I think it's the lemon and the bergamot, but it has also hibiscus seed. And then the middle notes have green notes, obviously as the box and the bottle, it represents it really, really well. Rhubarb, strawberry, and jasmine, and the base notes would be musk ambrette, orris, and Tahitian vanilla. And this, of course, is available as mentioned as an EDP. So let me just quickly point out the top notes and the middle notes for the EDP. The EDP, it's a more amber fragrance, where this is very green. It kind of like takes me to the vibes or the ideas of being in a forest where we are surrounded by all this green, this freshness from the trees, this chilliness, this coolness. That's how I can describe this fragrance at start, as a first impression. And you know, when you go and walk through these perhaps like soft soil because of this cold chilliness there, and perhaps some notes from the flowers combined together. So this is how I see this one at the moment. Now back to the EDP, which I didn't find yet. It has a common notes of bergamot and rhubarb and green notes, but the pear comes in the middle note, not as a top note. So basically it breaks down a bit, so you spray it and a few minutes after you distinguish the pear. It has also ylang ylang and orange blossom, and the base notes has sandalwood, coumarin, amberwood, as well bourbon, vanilla, and woody notes. I do understand why this fragrance is so polarizing. Now, some of the YouTube video reviewers were saying that you know, if you are an alien Mugler lover, you will not love this one. Well, that's not quite the case with me. I absolutely love it, and I think it's perfect for spring and summer. It gives this fresh, chilly, cool vibe for me, at least at the moment. I'm really curious how it's going to perform, because so far I haven't been disappointed by the Mugler fragrances. They are really well blended and long lasting fragrances. But again, I will need to play around with it and let you guys know how it works. Now, next in my list, and here, would be again a very hyped fragrance, and I really wanted to understand. So this fragrance, it's nonetheless but Scandale à Paris by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and it's the EDT, or the toilette. I heard so much about it. I absolutely loved the bottle when I see it in different websites, different reviews. But when I saw how simple the fragrance is, I was like, shall I or shall I not? So it was a process of almost 4 months to make a decision, and I said finally yes, okay, let's go for it. And I took it in offer as well. Now, if you know Jean-Paul Gaultier, he's very famous with the Scandale, but there are loads of flankers. I decided to go with the flanker one because I heard the original one, the first one that came out. It's very polarizing again, and in addition, it was difficult for me to find it in my country. Therefore, I went with what was available, and I heard the best from it. So let's open it up. I really love the way it's packed, these colors as well. I'm not sure if you can distinguish, but it's this velvety material here. It's really nice. At the bottom we have the description of quantity, QR codes, and so on. I think you open it from here. Yes. So, wow. It's really nice. And finally I have my first pair of legs in my collection. super excited. And you have to remove it. Now, what I know about the 30 milliliter version, which is obviously smaller, I have the 50 here. I'm obsessed with 50 and above when it comes to fragrance sizes. The 30 milliliter versions, they don't have the legs here. They're coming, so you have this part, and the legs, they're in a smaller version and somewhere around here. Now, let's test it out. Whew. It reminds me like of someone wearing this before, but I'm not sure. And I do get honey, sweetness, as well freshness and aquatic notes, I would say. But what really amazed me about this fragrance, and it's actually one of my first fragrances that comes with 3 notes, so it's not a complex when it comes to the notes. However, when you smell it, you think it's much more in it. So I'm not sure if it's actually only 3 notes, but if you go, for example, to Fragrantica's website, you will see that the top notes are juicy pear, which, yes, you can distinguish. Then you have middle notes of jasmine, and the base notes, it's honey. Now, the honey, at some point, because I already tried it in the morning, it gave me the impression that it's a bit too strong, at least for me. Now, it might be strong for me because here in Cyprus today we had 27 degrees Celsius. So that's why maybe this fragrance gives me this stronger honey sweet notes. I do love sweet notes, don't get me wrong, but I don't like those ones that they will give you headache or this glowing effect. But now it's evening time here, and it's really nice. So I have to say it's a perfect fragrance for evening time. I see it also daytime, springtime to be worn. Now I will have to play around and see if this is a fragrance that can go all year around or not. And I'm super excited. If you're having this fragrance in your collections, let me know when you're wearing it and how it performs on your skin, because all of us have different DNA and chemistry, so one fragrance might perform better on your skin but maybe worse on my skin. However, let me know also which from the perfumes that you have seen in my video from today you have in your collections, and which ones would you like perhaps to add to your collection. So it's absolute gorgeous. This was Scandale at Paris by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And from inside, this is how it looks like, so you guys have an impression. I think the legs would need to go between the two. Yeah. I really like this idea again, this concept of having it in a tin wrapped with this velvety materials. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now I have here one fragrance that I'm going to open. It's Escada Magnetism. Believe it or not, this is a 75 ml and I found it in my favorite outlet store at 35 euros, and it's 75 ml. It's a pretty good deal. The bottle, I absolutely love it. I'm a fan of purple and pink, so whatever it's purple and pink, as you could see there in the background, it has to be with me. So that's one thing. And I absolutely love the bottle shapes, this curviness here. And I heard only good things about it. And I also know that all the Escada fragrances are lasting pretty long enough. They are usually fruity sweet, but this one, it's more green, aromatic and fresh. So I would expect to be perfect for this season, so spring and summer, but has also caramel notes and accords, vanilla, floral and woody accords. And this is again an amber vanilla fragrance, which was launched back in 2003, so quite some time ago, but it's still popular, at least here around. And we have here a lot of notes, a lot. I mean, I would not expect to have so many notes in this one because I cannot pinpoint all of them. So it has a lot of berries such as red berries, blackcurrant, lychee, pineapple, melon and cassia. Then the middle notes are green leaves, so that's why you have these green aquatic notes, basil. As mentioned in one of my previous haul videos, I was pretty amazed that there are fragrances that they have basil as notes in them. And also we have here almond blossom, iris, freesia, heliotrope, then lily of the valley, jasmine, magnolia, caraway and rose. So a lot of florals. And the base notes, it's caramel, vanilla, patchouli, benzoin, amber, musk, sandalwood and vetiver. So these are very heavy notes that make usually a fragrance last long. What I've noticed that fragrances that do not have patchouli, for example, or benzoin, musk, sandalwood, amber, they tend to last a bit less, so they don't perform so well. At least this is my impression so far. Now, again, I'm super excited that I have this fragrance in my collections, and I really hope that it's going to help me with the performance and everything, and especially now in this heatness that it's going to come around here. And I have another fragrance to show you guys, and it's none the less but from the Narciso Rodriguez. This is Narciso Pudree de Eau de Parfum. Again, this one was a fragrance that was hyped all over the internet, YouTube. People talk about it non-stop. In the shops I go, I see it displayed everywhere. There are loads of flankers of it. This is the square box. There is also the one that it's taller and slimmer, the packaging, the box itself. And this is a signature heart of musk, which is surrounded by velvety jasmine petals, and as well vetiver and cedar. And it promises to create an addictive fragrance. So let's open it up and see how is it and what kind of first impression are we going to have. Okay, so this is how it comes. This is a 50 milliliter, so the 1.6 fluid or ounce fluid. It has the name Narciso Rodriguez, Narciso only. Okay. Alright, so here's something engraved, but I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the camera. And we have here Narciso Rodriguez. This is, to me, a very sexy, feminine, musky. Obviously it's a synthetic musk because we don't want to harm the musks out there. We would be too cruel. So it's a synthetic musk in it. It has white floral as well, aromatic powdery because it's Pudree, as well as it says sweet accords, vanilla, I can distinguish, warm, spicy. It's a woody floral musk fragrance and was launched back in 2016. And top notes are jasmine, Bulgarian rose, and orange blossom. Middle notes would be obviously musk. And the base notes are coumarin or tonka bean, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. I don't understand why it promises to be an addictive fragrance. Really, it is really nice. You just want to smell it. It's really, really, really nice. And I'm really happy. Again, they came out with a lot of flankers. This is actually a flanker. There is one which is just Narciso, which is, white. Then there is the Narciso Amber, if I know it well, and Narciso Rouge. I will see if I'm going to buy them, but for now I'm going to be happy with this one because it's really beautiful. And the last fragrance that I have in my collection edit now, it's Ari by Ariana Grande. So this was requested by my little ones because they liked it. And I heard again polarizing reviews, feedbacks. But I absolutely love the bottle, the fact that it's a fragrance that is pretty versatile, and simple, cute, girly. So it has this pom-pom here. It can be removed, and it's pretty nice. I really, really love the packaging. It's like this globe effect. And I was really, really impressed with Ariana Grande's Cloud. So since we have that one in our collection, I'm saying our collection because sometimes I'm sharing them with my kids. I said that I want to have all of them, at least the ones that I find in Cyprus. And this has main accord sweet, powdery, citrusy, and fruity accords. Again, this is a fruity gourmand fragrance, which was launched back in 2015. And the top notes are obviously pear and grapefruit and raspberry. So you get that sweetness from the pear, from the raspberry. And middle notes are vanilla, orchid, lily of the valley, and rose, so very feminine. And base notes are marshmallow, and you get that sweetness from the marshmallow, musk, and woody notes. I know there are a lot of flankers from these. They're available in US, but in Cyprus, unfortunately, no. There's also Moonlight, which comes in the same bottle, just that it's a white bottle and it has this purpley pom-pom here, and the cap is also purple. Then there's Sweet Like Candy by Ariana Grande. So I will see which ones I'm going to add slowly to my collection, but it's really nice. Girly, feminine. It takes me to, or it gives me the impression that this is for, a very young girl, someone that likes to discover her femininity, be a woman as well. And I think it's going to be a versatile fragrance. Not sure though about the marshmallow, how sweet it's going to be. And I'm going to be curious if on my skin it's going to leave this souriness or pickliness, because some were saying in the comments that it tends to leave this pickly note so I'm really curious about that. But for now, as first impression, I love it. I will get back with reviews to you in separate videos with all these fragrances as time goes by. So if this is something that you like to watch, you enjoy, don't forget to stay tuned by subscribing to my channel as well, clicking on the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video and you can watch it. And if you are perhaps familiar with all these fragrances, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box. Share with me your thoughts, your ideas as well. Tell me more about what you would like to see on my channel, what interests you, which fragrances you love, designer ones, perhaps celebrity ones. So Ariana Grande is a celebrity fragrance. Versace, Narciso Rodriguez, Mugler, they're, for example, as you know, more from a designer houses. So there are different fragrances out there. And I'm really thankful for you for watching my videos, staying on my channel. And I'm looking forward to hear from you as well, hear your thoughts, hear your opinions. And for now, that would be it from my side. And till next time, bye bye.